Right here is where I had to cut this pipe. This is a gas line. The reason why I cut it in the first place was because I hit this part of it and put a hole in it. I came outside and heard a hissing sound, and hedge trimmers, I was using them to cut the grass around there, and I put a hole in it. So I'm going to have to put some fittings on there to fix that. Okay, if you were watching what I was doing, first of all, I cleaned every joint inside and out. Now this particular joint right here, for instance, I cleaned the inside of this pipe. Here's the outside of it, and I cleaned on the inside. Also, this smaller pipe, this is type U or type UT. And type U and type UT has to have an adapter. And here is the adapter. This part right here is either type M, M as in Mary, or type L, L as in Larry. And this I cleaned on both ends of this small pipe and the inside of each side. This side and this one. This is a threaded connector right here. And this is going to thread into this valve. This valve is made especially for gas. And this is just regular copper tubing. Now there's going to be a connection between this T and this right here, and it's going to go just like this. This small piece of brass is going to go inside here. May have to take it apart to show you. Okay, this is going to go on the inside. Well, I may have to clean that out a little bit because it won't go in yet. So I got to let this cool down first before I do any more, because I soldered all these joints, and the way you do that is you take your propane torch, right here, take a bottle of propane like this, hook it to this kind of fixture, and you can use one that is sort of bent and comes out straight rather than at a 90-degree angle like this. But whichever way you choose to use it, this works really well. And you heat it up until the solder melts for instance, on this joint right here. You heat it up until the solder, let's say your flame is coming from this angle right here. Sort of like that, at that angle. And then you're going to put your solder on the back of your joint like this. You wait until it melts. Take it off the heat and keep feeding this solder into your joint. Keep feeding it. Make sure you take it off the heat. Keep feeding it until it stops. Until the joint will not take any more. Then you stop. So that's how you solder. It's very difficult to explain it while you're soldering because I don't want to get burnt. So now I'm going to have to let this cool so I can put some tape on these threads right here. Okay, here's our joint again. I finally got this reamed out on the inside of this pipe right here. And the way I did that was this particular tool. This is a pipe cutting tool. You have to have one of these. You cannot just cut it with a Sawzall or something like that. You're going to mess everything up. Use one of these pipe cutters. Now they also have another model. This is for tight spots. See, it's different. And you take this part of the tool right here. It's like a small blade. And you use that to ream out this. And you keep working it back and forth like this. And then turn it a little bit and then continue. Your idea is to take the burr off the inside of this pipe. If you don't, then this will not go in. This is compression joint right here. So I'm going to put this pipe in here, this little piece of brass tubing, and it's got a flare on it. Well, first of all, I better put this on and put a little pipe dope on it because it's got to seal tightly. This is what I'm calling pipe dope. Universal thread seal. Take that, put a little on here. Underneath, all the way around. For about ½ inch. Between ½ inch and 5/8 of an inch. Put this on first. And see, it's got a little lip right here. Put that on first. Okay, then you're going to have your pipe sticking out sort of like that. Okay, then put this in. See, I reamed it out just so it would fit. And then put this on. Then I'm going to tighten it. you're going to have to hold this part right here with your pliers. In this instance, I'm using a 19mm end wrench. I'm going to tighten this nut. Don't over tighten it because these are brass. They're very delicate. So just snug it and tighten it, but not too tight. Okay, I got it. So now it's complete. Okay. So I determined that how I have it right now, with this part extending in this direction, I'm going to start with my tape flat on this back side. It's back to me, it's front to you. So put it on there carefully. Make sure you're covering all the threads, but don't plug the opening. Okay, put it on there. Make sure it is flat the entire time that you're wrapping it. Put about 3 wraps on. Okay, make sure you're doing it right again. And thread this in. Now this time, you're going to have to take your pliers and hold this. And then tighten this other nut right here. Might have to use an adjustable wrench, also known as a crescent wrench. And then just tighten it. Very difficult to tighten. One thing you do not want to do is try to put a wrench up here, because you're going to twist these soldered joints, and they're not strong enough for that. So in this case, I'm tightening it down here. Now I want it oriented in this direction. Then we'll go back to the gas line, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Another thing is I'm going to take a black pipe and I'm going to put it in here. Okay, you're going to need a pipe wrench. It looks like this. Tighten it down so that it's going to grip this small pipe. Put it in there like this. And tighten it down. Okay, see how it fits? It's about, I would say, almost halfway between this area here and the back of it. Okay, you're going to have to wrap this again. Well, let's use this thread compound. Wipe it off because it's really messy, and this stuff is almost permanent. So put it on the threads. Again, put it on about 1/2 inch to 5/8 of an inch. Make sure you cover all the threads, just like that. Okay, then put the top on because, like I say, if you spill it, it's permanent almost. It will wipe off, but it's very difficult. Okay, now our assembly is like this, and I'm going to have to thread this black pipe into the valve. Like that. Okay, you're going to have to hold one end of it with your pliers really firmly. Then use your pipe wrench to tighten. You see, I didn't get it tight enough, so I'm going to have to tighten it just a little bit more. Okay. Don't put the pipe wrench on your threads, you're going to mess them up. Just wind it around. Okay, I got this whole assembly all put together. Now, the reason why I have this like this is because I may want this for a furnace that I may add to the system.